Flash when Cilla goes to the rescue, and Maggie Regan, whose long-lost daughter comes up with a wedding invitation. For these people and more, it's Surprise, Surprise! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
To another surprise. Now, life's full of surprises. Actually, I got a surprise the other day from our Jack. That's my son. He's only 7. Ah, bless him. He came home from school and he said to me, "Hey, Mother, what do you get if you cross a bat with a palm tree?" I said, "Oh, Chuck, I don't know." That's why we're speaking all right. "I don't know, Chucky Egg. What do you get when you cross a bat with a palm tree?" And he said, "A blind date." Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Well, kids, you see. Out of the mouths of babes. And where would we be without kids, eh? Actually, we have got a pair of super kids sitting in our audience tonight. Yes, where are you? Imogen and Brendan Moore. Where are you, sweethearts? Well, please come down and join us. Bring your mother, Yuri, with you. Will you do that? Lovely red hair, just like our Jack. Hello, Yuri, you're the mum, aren't you? Sit down there. Well, surprise, surprise. I said you were school children, and you really do go to school. But you don't go to school, Imogen, in our country, do you?
No, in Norway.
In Norway, isn't that super? Well, surprise, surprise, I know an awful lot about you, because your Auntie Rosie, sitting up there in our audience, wrote and told me all about you. Yes. Now, tell me. Your dad, it's quite a sad story, isn't it, Yuri?
Oh, it is, yes.
Yes, because your dad, well, you were only 2 years old when your father, and Brendan, you were only 6 months old.
4.
4 months old when you lost your father, is that right? And I know in your bedroom in Norway, you've got photographs plastered all over your bedroom wall, isn't that right, Imogen?
Yes.
Of your dad in action. Well, everybody's dying to know what your dad did for a living.
He was a special effect director.
He was indeed. In fact, he was a very, very special effect director, because he was a stuntman, and directed many stunts in super films like The Railway Children, am I right? Yes. Gordon of Khartoum. Yes. Yes, and Michael Caine's lovely Italian Job, yes, that film there. But the film that you're really interested in, Imogen and Brendan, you're really interested in the one that he directed himself and indeed played in. Is that right?
Yes.
And Auntie Rosie writes and tells me that you've never, ever been able to get hold of a copy of that film.
That's right.
Well, surprise, surprise, we managed to get hold of a copy of that film. Yes, we did. In fact, you're going to see your dad in action now. He's the one that's talking.
The sequence is, basically, Tom has run into this door, he's popped his shots off, and blasted the petrol tank of this car. The other villain's car is coming round the corner. The motorbike is lying in the way here when the other villain has been killed. Well, I believe it was Roy that was killed. It's lying here. He can't get this side. There's not enough room. There's a bike blocking his way. He's got to try and swerve out and beat the explosion. He doesn't have enough lock. He can't quite make the turn. He hits the car after it's exploded and goes whacking over and rolls up. We follow him and pick up what we can get. Mark? Yeah.
Right, let's clear the area, and when we get ready, no smoking.
We're going right up.
Now on, no smoking. Flags up.
Yes, right, straight through. No matter what happens all the time, it's one shot. Zonk, straight through. Right.
Okay, stand by.
seen your dad in that very famous film, The Daredevil Man, wasn't it? Well, that was only... It was a short clip there, Imogen and Brendan. But surprise, surprise, we've got the full version of it here, and you can watch it on your telly back home in Norway at your heart's content. With the compliments of Surprise, Surprise.
Thank you.
Well, now then, our Bob's been out and about again, and right now he's not too far away. In fact, he's in Bermondsey to surprise a certain Maud Saunders. We've got to go over there right now because we've just heard that Maud is getting ready to go out.
Well, I'm outside Maud's house in South London, just a few miles from the studio, about to knock on her lovely brass knocker. Hey, Cilla, you don't see knockers like this anymore, you know. Thanks very much. Here we go. Hope she's in. Hello, Maud. Maud Saunders. Hello, come here, Maud. How are you?
Oh.
Surprise, surprise, Maud. How you doing?
No. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Maud, no, you've got... No, you see, cancel any plans you've got tonight, Maud.
What for?
Because I'm going to take you down to the Surprise studio to meet our Cilla.
Oh, you ain't.
Well, yeah, we've got a lovely night lined up for you. Isn't that lovely? Is that all right? You've got your coat on already?
Shall I get your bag?
Oh, get your bag. Yes, certainly. You need to get your bag.
Oh, my God.
All right. I'll take you around.
Oh, lovely.
How are you? All right? All right, come on, then.
Oh, yes, it is lovely. Have we got a surprise for our Maud? And all will be revealed later when our Maud gets here. But before we go any further, I've got some bad news. Yes. No, yeah. This is the last surprise of the present series. Yes, I know it's a shame. But there is some good news because we will be back in the new year, yes. Oh, yes. They can't keep an old sea dog down. What am I saying about myself? Well, as we're coming back, I can make a phone call and have a gander at this. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Oh, yes, I want one of those, yes. I wonder what goose laid that one. All right, Golden Egg, what do you think of the show so far? Who said rubbish? That's not nice. That's not nice. Oh, let's see who we're going to phone. Yes, I am going to phone a Mrs. Penny Adams, and her husband Roy tells us that she is absolutely batty about Dracula and would love to be a vampire herself. I know, yeah, it sounds very bloodthirsty to me. Can't wait to talk to her. Well, how many digits have we got this week? Oh, there's 9 digits. Here we go. She's from Yeovil in Somerset. Gotta check. I mean, fancy being married to somebody who fancies Dracula? I wonder... Oh, it's ringing out. Wonder what her husband's like. He's the one who wrote a letter, Roy, as well. They've got 4 lovely kids. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, could I speak to Penny Adams, please?
This is Penny speaking.
Hi, Penny, it's Cilla here.
Cilla?
It's Cilla here from Surprise.
Cilla Black?
How many Cillas do you know?
You're joking.
No, honestly, I'm not joking. It is Cilla here from Surprise. I tell you why I'm calling. It's your Roy. It's all his fault.
Oh, God. Yes, he'd have something to do with it.
Well, he tells me you've got 4 lovely children. You've got a baby called Kelton, yes?
Kelton, yeah.
Oh, how old's the baby?
He's 22 months.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Well, he tells me, Roy, that you're absolutely potty about Dracula, Count Dracula. Is that right?
Yeah.
I believe you watch all the horror films, and you've even bought a double album or an LP of horror music. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
And
I haven't got that one anymore.
And I believe so. What happened to it?
My husband sold it on a car boot sale.
Well, what did you do to him when you found that out?
I wouldn't like to say.
Better still, how much did he get for it?
about £2, I think.
Ah. Well, how does this interfere with, you know, married life and bringing up 4 children, Penny? I mean, you know, you're crazy on Count Drac. How does it interfere with, you know, everyday life?
Well, my mum always reckons that my kids are like little vampires. They Dracula.
Well, Roy was so demented about you being crazy about Dracula that he thought he'd better write a surprise, surprise. And he wondered, could he cure you once and for all?
By doing what?
Well, we want you to be a vampire.
Blimey. So do you think I'll make a good vampire then?
Well, he did say. He said you're quite tall, actually.
Tall?
You're quite tall. How tall are you?
5 foot. I think I better sit down.
Well, you can sit down after the phone call, because I tell you what, Penny, what we're going to do is make an epic film, because goodness knows we have got a year to make this film. So you are going to be the vampiress. All the zhuzh and everything, you know. And you are going to be bitten on the jugulars. There's going to be blood everywhere. It's going to be marvellous. You'll really enjoy it. And we hope to get a very special Dracula for you, all right?
Oh, lovely.
The only thing is, we want to ask you now, will you come on the show next year? And do it all in our epic film of Dracula?
Oh, yes.
All right, if I don't see you before next year, have a happy Christmas. Thanks a lot for talking to us, Penny, on Surprise, Surprise.
Thank you for phoning.
Oh, our pleasure. See you in the new year. Ta-ra, then.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
Well, last week, if you remember, I phoned a Nancy Rushby, and she's 68. Well, actually, she says she's 66. And she's a member of a tap dancing group called Topaz. So come in, Nancy. Come on, girl.
Are you jealous?
I am dead jealous, Nancy, of those legs. But we're all dying to know, because, I mean, is your daughter telling the truth? Are you 66 or are you 68?
Well, it varies. I've had such a lovely day today. I'm 64 today.
64? Well,
Today?
Today, just for today. Well, I'll tell you, just for today, you look 34, doesn't she, ladies and gentlemen? Those beautiful legs. Now, tell us, you do an awful lot of work for charity, don't you?
Yes, well, yes.
I must tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wonder Woman. It is. She really should be in the Guinness Book of Records, because earlier this year... Oh, yes. Oh, Nancy, let's take you back to January earlier this year when
What did I do?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a surprise to you. Bring back memories for you. Well, you did a sponsored tap, and you tap danced for over an hour, and you raised £200 for charity. After that, oh, I must tell you, Guinness Book of Records, after the tap dance, and she went and swam 50 lengths.
Yeah.
Is it all coming back to you now?
Yeah.
She does this every day. She swam 50 lengths. After that, she got out of the baths, had a cup of tea, and then went off to exercise classes. Can you believe that? Oh, yes. And tonight, well, actually, I must tell them, when I phoned her up last week, I invited Nancy and her group Topaz on the show to tap for us. And are you ready with your twinkling toes?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you ready out there for Nancy? Yeah! All right, Nancy, you get yourself ready over there, and I'll give you a nice build-up, all right? Nancy, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on the telly, I give to you Nancy and her troupe, Topaz.
Come and meet those dancing feet. On the avenue, I'm taking you to 42nd Street. Hear the beat of dancing feet. It's the one I love, the melody of 42nd Street. Go! Monterey and Ballyhoo, the lullaby of Broadway, the rumble of the subway train, the rattle of the taxi, the daffodils who entertain at Angelo's and Maxie's, where the Broadway baby says goodnight. It's early in the morning, and that baby don't sleep tight until the dawn. Good night, baby. Good night. Milkman's on his way. Sweet night, baby. Sweet night. Let's call it a day. Listen to the lullaby of old Broadway.
Nancy, sweetheart, I don't think we can follow that, Chuck. Yeah, I'm out of breath just watching you. Look, and she's not even breathing heavy. I must tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that we have 32 of you in the group today. That's right, Nancy?
Yeah, is that right, Jess?
And all the combined ages, I've got to tell you, she'll hate me for this, all the combined ages total to 1,925.
24.
I forgot you were
I've
fibbing
just
again.
knocked another 2 years off.
Gosh, I wish I could do that. It's time to take a break now, but we will be back in a couple of minutes to see a comic strip and to surprise our lady from Bermondsey. Oh, please don't go away. See you in a couple of minutes. Hello and welcome back. Now, you know, we've had smashing response from all of you this year on Searchline. We reckon we've achieved an 80% success rate. In fact, some of those successes are sitting right in our audience tonight. There they are up there. Welcome, guys. Well, one person who made an appeal the other week is Nellie Owen. Come in, Nellie. All right, love.
Thank you.
Come and sit down here on Surprise, Surprise. Welcome to the show. Now, you made your appeal and you were looking for 2 cousins of yours, weren't you?
I was, yes.
You're Tom and you're Owen.
Yes,
And you hadn't seen them for over 50 years.
that's right.
Yes, your cousins. Well, that appeal worked, didn't it?
It did,
Because
yes.
Tom and Owen actually watched it on the television. And although you haven't met them, you still haven't met them for over 50 years.
I have not.
Well, surprise, surprise, you are going to meet them tonight. Here they are, your 2...
In my leg.
I'm not pulling your leg. I am not. You are going to meet the 2 cousins who you haven't even seen for over 50 years. Your Tom now lives in Cornwall, and Owen, he lives in Middlesex. And here they are. Come in, Tom and Owen. Come in, lads. Yes, yes, you can sit down. Oh, you literally fell for your Nellie then, didn't you? Yes. 50 years, you've got an awful lot of years to catch up on, haven't you?
A lot of talking to do.
Yes, and I must tell you, the first words out of Nellie's mouth was, oh, don't we all look old? Well, as I said earlier, you've got 50 years to catch up on, and while you're catching up on those missing years, we're going to catch up on a few more surprises, all right?
Yeah.
Well, we had a letter from a Mrs. Sandra McRoberts about her 15-year-old son, Christopher, who was absolutely crackers about comic strips. In fact, his ambition is to be a comic strip artist and draw all those lovely action stories, you know, the ones where the goodies bash up the baddies, with lots of kapow, wham and kaplunk. Oh, and well, we sent our Bob along to surprise young Christopher at his school in Northern Ireland.
I'm here at Ballyclare Secondary School in Northern Ireland to surprise Christopher McRoberts. He's in his arts class right now, so let's get him. Hello, Christopher. Stand up. Come here. How are you, Christopher? Nice to see you. Surprise, surprise. You all right? A bit speechless. Actually, your mum has written and told us about your fascination with comics, especially the Marvel comic. Is that right?
Yeah.
Because you're a bit of an artist yourself. You do a lot of drawing, don't you? I can see a squaw or something. Well, I thought, wouldn't it be nice if you could see round the offices of the Marvel Comics in London? Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's all arranged. We've also arranged for you to have your own comic strip in one of the Marvel Comics. So you're coming with me right now. We're going to jump on a plane and go to London.
Right now?
Right now, yeah. See you, lads. Ta-da. We're here to see Richard Starkins.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind. Richard is the editor of the boys' comics here at Marvel.
Oh, here's some. Look, look. Transformers.
Did you write this one? Did you write this one?
Yes.
Ah, morning, Richard. Richard, this is Christopher.
Hello, Christopher.
Hello, Richard.
How are you?
Thanks.
Right, he's all mad keen. Now, what's going to happen today?
Well, we're going to take him down, meet a couple of our artists.
Yeah.
And we're going to show him how we progress a story from script through to artwork, to finished artwork.
Thanks,
Right.
Richard. Lead the way. So this is the initial stage, is it?
The stage. You've got to have a script. And the script is like that. And the way a script works is the writer actually breaks the story down into pictures. The next stage up from that, you get that, which is finished artwork, but it's not very good if you haven't got the words on it.
Ah, the words!
The words on it. You have
In
a
the
letter
bubbles?
In the bubbles, in the balloons.
Did you know there was so much in it?
No.
What has Christopher got to do now to get his comic strip in a comic?
Well, the first stage of any story is the characters.
Do you have any characters in mind?
Yes, I do.
You do. There's a
All right.
pencil. There's the paper.
Moving a bit closer, that's it. Get comfy. I'm going to have a go myself, I think. Go on, you carry on, Christopher.
That's it, a nice continuous line, I think. Right, well, that gives us a very good idea of what your character's like. Next stage is to find a storyline for him.
Oh, that's good. I created a character myself. Well, actually, I've copied one. What do you think of that, eh?
Rubbish.
Oh. I'm not your favourite artist, then, am I?
Oh, and surprise, surprise, Christopher has actually done a comic strip which is shortly going to be published in the real Ghostbusters comic later in the year. Well, we don't have to wait till it comes out, because we can show it to you right now.
Are you troubled by strange noises in the night? Do you experience feelings of dread in your attic or cellar? Have you or any of your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost? If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Pick up the phone and call the professionals.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters. Egon Spengler. Ray Stantz. Winston Zedmore. And Peter Venkman. Surprise. Surprise.
There's our young Christopher in our audience. Where are you, lad? Oh, keep up the good work and promise me you'll keep on scribbling, all right? Okay. Well done. Well, now it's time to find out what surprises our gorgeous Gordon has got for us on Searchline. Over to you, Gordon.
Hello, and first off, we have a personal appeal, and it's from Dorothy Todd and Lily Van Sittert.
I used to be in the WAFs in Portreath between 1942 and 1945. I went to Portreath this year and I found Lil, and we would like to find some more of the girls, if possible, that were stationed with us. We thought we'd like to get a reunion with them. Lil?
Yeah, well, we had a wander around the old west site and up on Tregear Hill to the Ops Room, which is now a pub. They've got a visitor's book and a photograph album that everybody can have a look through. And we just would like to meet some of the others that were there. Wouldn't we?
Yeah, we would, yeah, we would, yeah. And the Ops Room is a nice little pub, you know.
Yeah. Mm.
And there is other people's names in it that we knew,
That's right.
don't there? Mm. And we'd just like to get a reunion going again, if we possibly could.
Yeah.
If anybody would like to get in touch with us.
Ring the searchline number.
Stuntman Lil there, a bit like Elsie and Doris Waters, really. I'll give you the number to ring shortly. If you can help, it'd be great to get the gang together, wouldn't it? Well, now let's turn the clock back to 1956. Now, that was the year that Gordon Barry was unfortunate enough to be working in Egypt with Suez contractors as a civilian fire officer. In October of that year, the Suez Canal Zone became involved in the Suez Crisis. And on the last day of that month, all the 450 men contracted with Gordon were interned at the Khedive School in Cairo, where they were held prisoner for 8 weeks until December the 22nd. But fast forward now to the present, and Gordon is endeavouring to write a book about the group's experiences during those 8 weeks' imprisonment, and would like to hear from any of his fellow internees. So if you are one of that unfortunate band, Gordon would be grateful if you would give Searchline a call. And to round off the first part of Searchline, we have another of our personal appeals. It comes from Tracy Dutch, who is searching for a band that her grandfather played in. That was in the Manchester area some 20 or 30 years ago.
My name is Tracy Dutch, and my grandfather is Bill James. He used to play with Jack Kirkland and his band in the 50s and 60s. I am interested if any members of the band would like to get together with my grandfather, or if anybody has any photographs, records of the Jack Kirkland band, please get in touch with Searchline.
Yes, indeed. The number to ring, as always, is 01222 8000. That's it for the moment, but I'll be back later in the programme with more items on Searchline. But right now, we go straight back to Cilla.
Thanks a lot, Gordon. We'll see you later, Chuck, all right? Well, now it's time to meet Maud from Bermondsey. Come in, Maud. Have a sit down there. Oh, Maud, well, watching on the film there when our Bob called, I mean, you were all dressed up and ready to go out. Where were you going, love?
To see a show.
Were you?
Yeah.
What show?
Well, it was supposed to be a secret, but it was 42nd Street.
And you got us instead. You got us instead. Well, I know why you're here, but you don't know why you're here, but I'll tell you all about it. All will be revealed because you've got a lovely son, Michael.
That's right, yeah.
And Michael wrote and told me all about you. It was a very moving story, actually, Maud, because when you are one of twins, aren't you? Twin sisters.
Yeah.
And you've got a twin sister named Tina.
Yeah.
And your mum sadly died in childbirth, didn't she?
Mm.
And that's when you were both put in foster homes.
Yeah.
And indeed, your Tina went to an orphanage. And then you haven't really heard from her. Been in touch with her over 50 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen her for 50 years.
Oh.
No.
Well, I know all about your Tina. She now lives in Texas. She's got 2 children. In fact, she's got 4 grandchildren.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen her for over 50 years. Maud, you're going to see your twin sister tonight.
No.
Yes, you are. She's not in Texas.
Not.
Yes, you are. She's right here.
Oh, no.
Yes, surprise, surprise. Come in, Tina, with her daughter, Sheila. Come on, Tina. break, though. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Don't go away. See you then. Back. Well, we had a lovely letter the other day from Elizabeth Crick all about her boyfriend, Christopher Maguire. Now, Christopher is absolutely mad about animals, and he thinks they're all wonderful, don't we all? And he would love to go behind the scenes at a zoo. The surprising thing is that Elizabeth and her boyfriend, Christopher, are only 11 years old. Ah, sweet, isn't it? They're both in the same class at school, so our Bob Carolgees went to surprise Christopher earlier today.
Oh dear. That'd make a good way, Sabine. We'll get some coffees in here. Coffee, sir. Madam. Hello. It's Christopher, isn't it? Hello, surprise, surprise. How are you?
All right, thank you.
We've had a letter saying that you're animal crackers, is that right?
Yes.
You're crackers about animals. And that you'd love nothing better than to spend a special day at London Zoo.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to meet Dilberta and Yang Yang, who are two Asian elephants. And with a bit of luck, I think their keepers will let you lend a hand for the day.
Thank
right?
you.
Have you any idea who might have sent this letter? Wasn't us?
No.
No. You've got a girlfriend, haven't you?
Yes.
What's her name?
Hillary.
Oh, fine. We thought it was Elizabeth. Anyway, you've got more than one girlfriend. You've got a couple of girlfriends. Well, Elizabeth, your girlfriend Elizabeth, who's the same age as you, she's 11 as well. She wrote this lovely letter, and she's going to help us as well today. Come on, Elizabeth. One of many girlfriends. Come round here, Elizabeth. All right, so we're going off to the zoo. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for writing, Elizabeth.
All right.
Excited? Come on, then. Get your coat. Up we go. That's Layang. But we'll go over first of all and meet Dilberta, who's the bigger one. This is Dilberta. Come and say hello. She's nice and hairy. Right, and that's Brian there, who's their head keeper, main keeper.
Pleased to meet you.
How old's Dilberta, Brian?
Dilberta's about 8 to 8.5.
8.5. Do you want to give her a bun? Go on, you come round here, Christopher. She's after your buns already. Just a minute, be patient. Here you are, Elizabeth's got one. Yummy. I think I've been alone. Hurry up and finish that little job off, kids. Come on.
At his age, that's not fair, is it? But it was lovely, wasn't it? Yes. And we must say a very big thank you to London Zoo for all their help and not forgetting the animals. Well, now, big build-up for the last time in this series with his own animal magnetism. It's over to our Gordon Burns on the Searchlight.
Yes, the final session of Searchline for 1988, and we kick off with our final personal appeal of this series. It's made by Sally Keynes, who is trying to locate a long-lost friend.
I'm looking for a friend that I was friendly with during the 60s. Her name then was Linda Adams. Joan Cook and I and Linda used to get about together. Here's a picture of us on a school camp. Linda unfortunately lost her parents when she was a teenager, and her grandfather only knew that she now lived in the north of England. So we hope if she sees this, she will contact Searchline and we could get together again sometime.
Now, Kenneth Bond is looking for Joyce Baldwin, who lovingly embroidered this for him back in 1944. Joyce sent it to Kenneth when he was serving with the Royal Corps of Signals, and he has kept it ever since, but has never had the opportunity to thank Joyce for the keepsake. So, Joyce, do you remember sewing this back in 1944? If so, give the Searchline a call tonight. And now for our quickie section. Tonight, we would like the following people to call us. Sergeant Meacham, who was best man at Ken and Doreen Newstead's wedding on the 16th of April, 1949. Valerie Claire Griffiths, last known to be in Shrewsbury in 1955. Joyce Mary Johnson, known to be living in the Islington area back in 1953. And finally, Pat Matthews, who was a private in the ATS at Haslar in Gosport during the war. Well, that's all from Searchline for this year. It just remains for me to say a big thank you to all of you for your interest and for your magnificent response to our appeals. It's thanks to you that we've been able to reunite more people in this series than ever before through Searchline. Well, I shall be back next series with more of your Searchline requests. Until then, if you are responding to any of tonight's Searchline appeals, please call us on 01 222 8000. And if you have any new requests that you would like considered for the next series, please write to Searchline, surprise, surprise, London Weekend Television, SE 99 6YW. And sadly, it's goodbye from me to Cilla as well. I don't know what I'm going to do till next January without someone like her giving me all those compliments every week. I shall miss her, but it's been a great pleasure working with you through the series, as always. And see you next January. Ta-ra, Chuck.
Well, I had a letter from Vicky Hampshire about her mum, Betty Wilson. Now, Betty lives in Crawley, but was born and brought up in Hollyhead. And she hasn't been back there for over 50 years. And when we found out that Betty's crazy about lifeboats and that she would love to be in one when it was launched, and we thought, what better place to do it than Hollyhead? So I went down to Crawley to surprise her. Hello, Betty. Surprise, surprise.
How lovely.
Oh. Oh, surprise, surprise!
Oh, thank you.
Well, you owe it all to your Vicky. Hello, Vicky.
Oh, God.
Because I must tell you, your Vicky wrote and told me that and said that you were absolutely mad about lifeboats and the sea. Is that right,
Yeah,
Betty?
that's right, yeah.
And you were born in Holyhead in Wales, brought up there as a little girl,
Yeah.
but you haven't been back there for almost nearly 50 years. Is that
50
right?
years, that's true, yeah.
Yes. But you still keep in touch with Holyhead and the lifeboat men, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Well, surprise, surprise, Betty. You've got to get packing.
Why?
We are going back to your hometown in Hollyhead.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. And what's more, we are going to launch a lifeboat.
Oh, how lovely.
Actually, the weather might be too good. Have you got any passion killers, thermal passion killers?
Oh, dear.
Don't worry, your Vicky will buy some for tomorrow, or we'll buy you some. What's your dog's name?
Sooty's mine.
Sooty, come on, Sooty, Sooty.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Made my day.
Come on, let's go and get packing. Come on, Sooty.
Oh, dear.
We were planning to go to Hollyhead anyway. You see, a recent survey by a team of economic experts stated that Hollyhead was the most depressed town in Britain. Following this, we got a letter from Jeff Evans saying that although the port may be economically depressed, the inhabitants were far from being depressed. In fact, they were really a happy lot. So we decided that we'd have a first on Surprise, Surprise. The very first Cillagram dedicated to a whole town. Well, off I went to say, hooray for Hollyhead!
Hey!
Here I am on the Surprise, Surprise special, and next stop, it's Hollyhead. Oh, look at this. I matched the upholstery. Hello, Bernard.
Hello, Cilla.
Hello. Oh,
Welcome
what a lovely welcome. Thank you very much. I haven't brought the weather with me, though, have I?
These people are absolutely fantastic.
Now, where's this young man, Jeff Evans, who wrote to me?
Jeff Evans.
Hello, Jeff. Now, Jeff, you wrote me this lovely letter saying that although Hollyhead might be a depressed area, all the people up here don't lead depressing lives. In fact, they're lovely.
The people in this town are the most magnificent people you ever will meet, and I think you'll find the same.
I will find that today, Jeff, Bernard, and everybody here. Let's go and paint the town red. Come on, let the show begin. Come on. Get your head on. Right. Oh, here we go. Hey, what about this then? Oh, this is great. I'm a bit quite enjoy that, wasn't it? Hooray for Hollyhead. We're meeting in the street at Hollyhead, where people all are friendly as each other. Let's have another and toast this great little place, with water sports like the big resort, and everybody wearing a smiling face. Hooray for Hollyhead. Let's get some brushes and we'll paint it red. Oh, let's all gather at the lighthouse here, full of people cheerful and words that we want to spread. It's got a history. This is the place to be. Hooray for Hollyhead indeed. Oh, we had a smashing time, and it's all thanks to our Jeff and our lovely lifeboat lady, Betty, sitting out there in our audience. What a marvellous day. I must tell you, in fact, we think Hollyhead deserves to be world famous. I wonder if something like this would help. And isn't it a good job we didn't go to Llanfair, Porth Gwyngaeth, go get it, Windrob with Clan Sicilio, go, 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 go! Well, it was close. Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, we're nearly at the end of our show, but before we go, I've got to make one very special phone call. And this concerns somebody sitting in our audience. Yes, it's you, Maggie Regan. Would you like to come down and join me, please? Maggie, come here and join me, sweetheart. Come on. Welcome to Surprise, Surprise. Sit down here. Now, I suppose you're wondering why you're here.
Yes.
But, well, you've got lovely friends. I know you're from Bolton, aren't you?
Yes.
What do you do up there in Bolton?
I'm a domestic.
You're a domestic, yes. Well, two of your very good friends wrote and told me all about you. They're sitting in our audience tonight. Celia and Eileen, they're sitting up there. Yes, they wrote and told me that. Well, they told me that you've got a lovely daughter. Her name's Michelle, is that right? And when your marriage broke up, Michelle went to live with her father In Australia, is that right? Well, she was only 4 then, so that was over 16 years ago. So you haven't seen her for 16 years.
No.
But you know, as you know, she is getting married this year on the 14th, April or May?
May
The 14th of May. Well, we thought, as you can't be there, because you know you can't be there, we thought the least we can do that, you could have a chat with her on the phone tonight, all the way in Australia. So if I hand you this phone here, with a bit of luck, your daughter Michelle should be on the other end. Hello, Michelle?
Hello.
Hello, Michelle. Say hello to your man.
Hello, Mum.
Hello, Michelle. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Fine, thanks. I'm on the television.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm on surprise.
Are you excited?
I'm on surprise.
Are you
Oh,
excited?
that's lovely.
Have you got it over there?
No, we haven't.
No.
Hey, Michelle, have you heard of me over there in Australia?
Yes, I have, Cilla.
Oh, you have. What a lovely...
You're very famous.
What a lovely Australian accent.
No.
You live in Sydney, don't you, Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. And your mother, actually, she looks gorgeous here. She's sitting here looking lovely.
Does she? That's nice.
Yeah. And she's, well, she says well, I know she can't be there with you on the big day. When is the big day again?
14th of May.
14th of May.
Yes.
I wish I could.
Well,
I'm going to try
I'd
and
really
come.
love you to be here, Mum.
I'll try and come, honestly.
I know you will.
Oh, hang on,
I'm
Michelle.
so excited
Hang on,
about it
Maggie.
all.
You are going to meet. You are going to be at your daughter's wedding. I can't stand this any longer. Surprise, surprise. Here's your ticket for Sydney. You're going to your daughter's wedding. Michelle.
Michelle?
Yes?
I've got my tickets, I can come.
That's lovely.
I'm coming for the wedding.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing you so much. I can't wait.
Oh,
and I'll be there to see you off the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Are you excited?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there for the 14th.
Oh, that's lovely.
Okay.
I bet you're looking forward to it.
Oh, I am.
Oh, Michelle, everybody, the whole country over here, all of Britain, I'm sure the whole of Australia are too. Cilla just wants to wish you all the best for that big day, because your mum still quite can't believe it over here. You've said you'll meet her...
Thank you very much, Cilla.
Oh, you're very welcome, Michelle. All the best.
Thank you very, very much.
You're very welcome. All the best for your marriage, and you'll see your mum before the 14th, all right?
I will. Thank you.
Ta-ra,
I'll see
Michelle.
you soon, Mum.
Bye.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
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 Oh. Well. You don't have to thank me. You've got 2 very special persons to thank. But for their letter, you wouldn't be going to Australia. Come down, Eileen. Come on, sweetheart. For making our dreams come true. What a lovely performance. The more the world is changing, the more it stays the same. Life is full of small surprises. It's a never-ending game. If nothing is impossible, will you believe your eyes? If the unexpected brings a smile, that's a big surprise, surprise, surprise. The unexpected hits you between the eyes. The unpredictable, that's the surprise, you see. Surprise, surprise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our show, and indeed the end of the series. I'd like to say a very big special thank you to everybody who's taken part, and a special thank you to our beautiful Bob Calgies and gorgeous Gordon Burns. Thanks a lot, lads. And we will be back with a brand new series next year, but for now,